zoom.
Get this.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, I greet you in the name of His Imperial Majesty the Emperor R.U.H.L.L.Vice, our Black God and King. This evening, I have come to talk to you, to engage you in dialogue concerning that period of our lives, immediately and in the distant past, before the British declared our so-called emancipation. There is a question that comes to mind. On what road did we travel? And exactly what route was this journey to bring us to a point in our existence where I and I needed emancipation? If we want to look at that journey, then we would want to look at what was our life and what was our lifestyle before the slave ship, before the interruption of our normal lives by the appearance of the slave ship. And of course, we cannot forget the European slave master, because he was also very much in the picture. He too had a life before the slave ship. So I want to look at those lives. What was it like in Europe before the slave ship set up? So we want to go back to about 1095 to the period 1300. This was a time in European history that in their books they call it the Dark Ages. I man conquer the Dark Ages. This was a time characterized by murder and mayhem, a time when tribal war was normal, a time when they would get up in the morning and just kill them one another. Germany against France, and France against Poland, and England against the rest of them, and all of them against the Russian, etc. And the war just a boil out. Pure tribal war, but it's normal. These are the Dark Ages. During this time, Europe was a fragmented body. Not even the thought of centralization did not rise up among them. They were so busy warring one another. It was a time of feudalism, when you had city-states. A whole a city is a whole a country. You have plenty little prince and rulers, but everybody have an autonomous system. You don't have no central government to govern the whole thing, and they never work on it neither. And that was the level of them development. They were in their dark ages. But them could have fight, you know. because them never afraid for death. They never really have nothing to live for. So it was easy. So them look around them and them see say they Muslim them did not live a decent life. But there was one thing wrong with the Muslim them. The Muslim them never recognized Jesus Christ as God. And don't even want to take him as a prophet. And the Christian them really upset. So them say, make we launch a war against the Muslim and let us bring them to bow down to the Lord God, Jesus Christ. Well, the Muslim them was already praying to Allah and them never decided to cooperate with that. So Europe traveled by you from Europe and them launch a thing called the Crusades against the Muslims. They was going to bring them into line with European thinking. There was only one problem in what Europe was thinking. They was launching a war against a group of people that was technologically, scientifically, linguistically superior to the Europeans at that point in their development. Because the Islamic nations was living a higher life. They was praising them God, and they was highly advanced in chemistry. They was highly advanced in alchemy, in astronomy, in physics, and in the natural sciences. For them physicians, them was the best in the world at that time. But Europe, on the basis of them bloodthirsty nature, set out and launch a war against those people. So they had a big war, and it named the Crusades, and it went on and on and on. But you see, while the war did go on, the European man, he never make losing a particular battle be a problem to him, because he suddenly find himself in a learned environment. Back at where he come from, it's like saying he reside in an oven, and when he reach Arabia, he finds the man them live in some glorious compound, and the one them will live on the tent or some golden tent. The man them live big life according to the science and the knowledge that them have. So while Europe was there fighting, they was also learning from the Arab civilization. The war went to and from. Europe win and the Arab them win. But the European them was walking away from every battle further armed with the philosophy and teaching of Allah. When they return to Europe, they start to live a different life. They were now exposed to a civilization that allowed them to climb up a little further on the ladder of human society. Because what I am suggesting to you, that these people that brought us into captivity, all in the year 1300, there was sifting sand. They never have any foundation. But they were learning. After the war with the Muslims, they went into a period of rebirth, where they started to question the things that they saw. Some of them turned away from murder and mayhem and began to use them God-given gift, the brain. And them start to see the violent way could only carry them so far. And them start to produce philosophers and scientists. Them begin to thief the knowledge of the peoples that they were fighting. a thing called stolen legacy. Them take what we have, our books, and them tear off the cover, and then put on a brand new cover and put on Europe name on it. That time is down Alexandra, them thief it.